Panther people, day 2 of the draft. Let's go. All right, thanks for picking the Panther Post to get your reaction to day 2, round 2 and 3 in the 2021 NFL Draft in Cleveland, Ohio. Firstly, I gotta shout out everybody who liked, subscribed, watched the day 1, night 1 reaction video. By far the most amount of views I've gotten. It hasn't even been up for a day. I appreciate it. I know it's not a lot compared to, I don't know, who's popular on YouTube. Sarah's Day, Philip DeFranco. I know it's not the hundreds of thousands or millions, just a couple hundred. But hey, for me, it means a lot. This is a passion of mine. I love sports. I love football. I love the Carolina Panthers. And talking about the draft, whether it's the combine, mock drafts, the draft itself, I'm feeling it. And I'm also feeling all the comments you guys are putting down, how I can get better. I'm going to get a mic filter. I know I'm popping peas, and it doesn't help that the video is called Panthers Post. A lot of pop, 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 like I'm beatboxing up in here. But let's get it popping. It's round 2. It's starting up right now in Cleveland, Ohio. Not as rainy as yesterday. Panthers have 2 picks right now. Are they going to trade back to get some more? We'll see. Just for fun's sake, let's focus on the positions that the Panthers need to attack tonight. Left tackle. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State? Is it going to be Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan? Alex Leatherwood was already picked by the Raiders in the first round. That's getting a ton of heat right now, but forget about that. Could it be Liam Eichenberg out of Notre Dame? So there's a lot of depth at left tackle. Do they attack that immediately in the second round and then try to get a skilled player in the third, a la Tommy Tremble, tight end out of Notre Dame, or Rondale Moore out of Purdue? I'm going to say left tackle with a 39th pick, and then a skill position player, depth, or potentially a starting pass-catching tight end in the third round. Jacksonville Jaguars ready to pick. They're still doing this lazy boy couch thing. It's interesting. Fajita tonight. It's not meant to open up like that. I just filled it in too much. Elijah Moore, who DJ Daniel Jeremiah said he was actually surprised he wasn't picked in the first round out of Ole Miss. It's one of the Moores. EJ or Rondale, who I thought the Panthers could probably target. Javon Howard out of Coquitlam, which is a kind of like a suburb of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canadian, playing in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon. That was pretty high for him. I did not expect that because of obviously that Tevin Moore guy was, to a lot of people, the number 1 ranked safety in this draft. So he's still available along with a ton of dudes. Christian Barmore out of Alabama. And Panthers pick a defense, aren't they? All right, so the Bears just traded with the Carolina Panthers. Panthers traded their 39th overall pick. Panthers added, so Bill Voth from the actual Panthers themselves said that on top of the Bears pick, which is a little bit further down, about 11 picks or so from where the Panthers were picking at 39th in the second round of the draft, they add a third round pick. So now they got 2 picks in the third round and a 6th. So now they have 4 picks in the 6th. Do they then bunch some of those up to move up? I don't see that. I think they're just going to be continually throwing darts. They're just going to try to pick up as many players as they can. Now, Federer already said they want to get multiple picks. They had 8 picks going into this. It looks like they've added 2 more, and they moved way down in the second round. So they must feel good that they're going to get who they want later on. All right, and so Chicago Bears just took a left tackle and Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. That's the dude I wanted, but trust the process, I guess. They're just going to pick up as many picks as they can. The Panthers, who are obsessed with Richie Grant out of UCF at the Senior Bowl, now have to face him twice a year. So next is Miami. They could pick a left tackle. San Francisco's okay. Dallas is okay. Jacksonville could pick a left tackle. Cincinnati did not pick a left tackle, to remember, because they got Jamar Chase. So they could go left tackle. Chargers, they got Rashawn Slater, so they don't need one. Las Vegas could get one. Arizona, maybe. New York Giants, no. Washington, maybe. One wide receiver taken so far in Elijah Moore in the second round. There could be some other wide receivers a la Rondale Moore down at 52 in the Panthers pick. So another left tackle I liked, Liam Eichenberg out of Notre Dame, picked up by the Dolphins, now protecting Tua Tagovailoa's non-blind side because he's left-handed. So we still have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame after Liam Eichenberg just got picked by the Dolphins. Trevon Moehrig out of TCU still available. Azeez Ojulari. Asante Samuel Jr. There's a lot of quality dudes still out there. Ronnie Perkins. Maybe throw one of those second, third round picks at Ronnie Perkins. I just want a jersey. Come on. Oh. This was my guy. This was my dude. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Fitter, you better have a plan. You better have a plan. Because whether you believe in Sam Darnold or not, at some point you have to protect him. And the dudes that are tasked with protecting him, that are highly graded in this draft, are getting picked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more teams picking ahead of the Panthers right now. 3 of some pretty decent left tackles now gone. Not feeling good. Not feeling good, man. Oh, my God. Okay, so the Panthers just moved down again, this time with the hometown Cleveland Browns. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 59th. All right, so we're not getting a left tackle. So Washington gets Samuel Cosmi out of Texas. What is going on? By the way, you probably noticed the lights on. That's because it's getting dark outside. It's also getting dark inside my soul. Stop. All right, so they picked up another third-round pick. So they moved down from 52 to 59. They gave up their fourth, so their lone fourth, and they picked up another third. So they now have 3 thirds? Wow. My light just turned off. It's burnt out just like me. There are so many good players in the third round. It's scary. This is going to be fun. This is going to be really fun now. I'm excited. Maybe I just don't care anymore about left tackle. I just want a lot of new players. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is wild. This is going to be a crazy press conference. We're going to have to do a show after this show just to break down today's presser. Fitter is that gif of Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover, just like all the formulations, and the equations, the numbers, and the statistics, just like going through his brain right now. So, Tennessee just picked up Dylan Raduns, another highly rated left tackle out of North Dakota State, blocking the blind side for Trey Lance. Yo, Scott Fitter, you must love somebody who you know is going to fall to you. I got to say, round 2 has been somewhat exhausting and stressful. I feel like I've taken off maybe 5 hours of my life. Round 1 was easy. I just had to wait 7 teams and bang, Panthers stick and pick. They've traded back twice now. From 39, they now find themselves down 20 spots to 59. And now I'm just, every pick, just sweating it out. They have a pretty wide net to cast now. As long as the Chiefs don't pick a left tackle at this point, they could be getting another skilled player here. Wow. Okay. Okay, Terrace Marshall Jr., 6'2.5", 205, 4.40 out of LSU. Wow. Joe Brady gets his former LSU Tiger reunited with him in Carolina. He had some medical issues, apparently. If it wasn't for that, he probably would have been a first-round pick. So to get him this late in the second round is pretty good value for the Panthers. So I guess they're still pretty confident at some point in the third round they can get an offensive tackle, or, man, Greg Little, you better be a changed man next year. My plan for the rest of this draft, I'm not going to react to every other team that isn't Carolina's pick, because then this video will be about 25, 30 minutes long and no one wants to see me sweat it out. So I'm just going to react to the 3 Carolina third-round picks. That's going to be really exciting, because somewhere there has got to be an offensive tackle. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so the Panthers finally made a pick at left tackle. Brady Christensen out of BYU, left tackle. Dude is agile, 6'5 and a quarter, 302 pounds. According to Andrew O'Meara, he is agile. He better be, because he was protecting the blind side of Zach Wilson, who is a super mobile quarterback himself, kind of free willy. So he's going to be an athletic left tackle for Sam Darnold, who, as we've seen before in a couple throws, he has made the same throws that Zach Wilson made in his pro day whilst being chased by an NFL defensive lineman. Before this, the Panthers moved up 3 spots using one of the 4 sixth-round picks that they accumulated earlier in the day. So they got one of those 4 6-round picks, coupled that with the 73rd pick in the third round to the Philadelphia Eagles to move up 3 spots to 70 to get left tackle Brady Christensen. I just can't wait to see what Fitterer is going to say, to try to take us behind the curtain as best as he can, try to explain it to us like we're 5-year-olds how he did it. Maybe for when he retires, he writes a book and he lets us know. But that was some masterful stuff. That's the kind of stuff we do on the PFF mock draft simulator. We're just like, yeah, trade back. Let's get a bunch of stuff. Look, I got 14 players, which is what I did once, but he's doing it in real life. Ooh. What did I say? Pass catching tight end, left tackle. All right, so I didn't get wide receiver. There. I also didn't know that Scott Fitterer was also a Jedi Master. Daniel Jeremiah was just talking about how he was mainly used as a move tight end, as a lead block, as an edge blocker, but he did show flashes in the receiving game as well, and he predicts that just based on how he was used or wasn't used at Notre Dame and how he could be used at the next level, he'll actually be a better pro. He actually compared him to George Kittle out of San Francisco. And you can kind of see that tenacity there. And again, there's those traits, tenacity, eagerness to hit somebody hard. And then that's the kind of player I think Matt Rule is trying to get. I am so hype right now. And there's still one more pick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 picks away. Well, 5 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 more. 6 more. And then the Panthers will pick their 4th player tonight. All right, so the Panthers just traded again. Scott Fitterer, I know he was a pitcher at one point in his life, actually for the Toronto Blue Jays in their farm system, but this dude is dealing right now. Or that, or he was a doorman, because he's just pushing people back. But instead of people, it's picks. He's just pushing picks back and back and back, just collecting more, cover charges, bribes to get in the club. He just traded again, this time with the Houston Texans. And it's not for their current pseudo, on his way out, quarterback Deshaun Watson. Still trying to figure that out. What just happened? They just traded out of the 89th pick. I'm not even mad. I just want to know what's going on. As we finally got the details on that trade with the Houston Texans, Carolina gave up the 89th pick to the Houston Texans. They got Nico Collins, a wide receiver out of Michigan, an opt-out. In return, they got a 4th round for tomorrow, a 5th round for tomorrow, and a 4th round next year in a 2022 draft. And some really smart fans out there already go, do you really need to be that smart? The Texans are going to suck next year. That 4th round will basically be a late 3rd round pick. Houston Texans, y'all better call Patagonia. You guys just got fleeced. That wraps it up for night 2 of the NFL draft in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're just going to call this Scott Fitterer's night. That dude deserves a drink. I don't even know if he's allowed to have a drink because he's got to be up tomorrow because day 3 starts in the morning. So that dude needs like an IV drip. Get all his vitamins. So the Panthers traded back from the 39th pick all the way down to late in the 2nd round to get Terrace Marshall Jr. out of Louisiana State. Wide receiver, big wide receiver, 6'2", fast, 4'4", 40. Of course, worked with Joe Brady. He is going to be, I don't even know where, you can put him anywhere you want. So you got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, you got David Moore, and then you got Terrace Marshall Jr. And now, Christian McCaffrey, healthy, hungry, training like a lizard. And then the 3rd round, the Panthers didn't move back. They moved up with the Philadelphia Eagles, used one of those 4. At one point, we had 4 6th round picks with the Eagles to move up to get, hopefully, a franchise left tackle in Brady Christensen, who was blocking the blind side for the current New York Jets quarterback in Zach Wilson. And now he'll be blocking the blind side for the current Carolina Panthers quarterback, former New York Jets quarterback, Sam Darnold. Final pick in a, wow, I need a shot of whiskey and a cigarette kind of night for Scott Fitterer. They picked up Tommy Tremble from Notre Dame, the tight end, who is currently mainly a movement lead blocking type of tight end, but as all the draft experts are saying, I've heard this a couple times now, not just tonight, that he's going to be a better pro. Because what do we always hear about tight ends? He's a great receiver, he's a great athlete, got to work on his run blocking. Well, guess what? It's the opposite of that. Dude's an athlete, an amazing run blocker, got that juice, got that fire right here. All he's got to do is catch the ball. That's all he's got to do. And then when you're in an offense with Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall Jr., David Moore, you're going to be open. As everyone, thanks for watching. This was exhausting, but fun. It was a roller coaster ride. I was expecting one thing. I got something else. I think we got some luxury picks in Terrace Marshall, and we were able to get that franchise left tackle in Brady Christensen, and then also get a developmental tight end who could show up right now in the run game, but also develop in the passing game as well, and potentially be a fan favorite. I'm super hyped. Panthers pick 4th overall. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Panthers pick 4th overall tomorrow in the afternoon. Maybe this way I'll get to bed before 1 in the morning. But thanks for watching. Thanks for staying up late. And thanks for the continued support, watching, subscribing, commenting. It's been so much fun. I can't wait to do it again tomorrow.